Hello everyone, my name is Jaya and this is my YouTube channel. It's been a minute. If you are new here, my name is Jaya and welcome. And if you are not, hey party people. It's been a while since I did the intro. It's been a while since I sat down and record. We have so much to catch up on. Let's just get right into it. Today I'm just gonna do my makeup. I have a meeting in about an hour. And also Walt and I are gonna go on a little lunch date. So I want to get ready for that as well. I have a bunch of new goodies that my friend, shout out to my friend Court, shout out to you girl, she sent me. I did a video on them, I just never posted them. But I'm kind of glad I didn't post that video because now I had more time to like play with the new items. I feel like I have a little bit of a little tweaking to my old makeup routine. So I'm gonna show you guys my new makeup routine. I just got done washing my hair. Oh, it's been rough, okay? It's been rough, but we'll get into it. Okay, first I'm gonna start off with moisturizing my face because like I said, I just got out of the shower, just got done washing my hair. I also have a mirror down here, that's what I'm looking at, so I don't think I'm being weird. Your girl has been traveling, okay? What's new, honestly? Especially in the summertime, I feel like is when I do the most travel, but whew, I did back-to-back travel a few weeks ago, and I feel like I'm just now recovering. I recorded both trips, so those will come out at some point. I can't even say soon because I don't know. First place we went was Tennessee. Walt and I went to a real estate conference, and then we stayed a little longer to like have a little bit of a date out there. So we went to, what is it called? Gatlinburg, Tennessee for a real estate conference. Ooh. I just washed my hair. No product in it, just washed. I used Sacred. Sacred is that girl, okay? Like I see, so at first I was wondering, I'm like, why do people stop talking about Sacred? Because they are trying to gatekeep, okay? They're trying to keep the products on the shelf because, wow, Sacred's products are amazing. And yes, I may be a Beyonce stan, but that's not even the reason why I say the products are amazing. Like, they really put their foot in it. You know it's science backed. Like you can feel the salon grade. These products are amazing. So I use the shampoo, which scrubs the scalp, has these little beads in it, scrubs scalp. Amazing. For someone who has a lot of hair and it's hard for me to wash my hair, that product is perfect for me because the little scrubbies help me get the gunk out of my scalp. And I had a dirty scalp from vacation. Your girl was in the Caribbean. She was in, like I said, Tennessee. That really helps me wash my hair thoroughly and like I can feel the squeaky cleanness. And then after that I use their deep conditioner, which is literally butter in a freaking jar. Amazing. I don't need to say more. Amazing, literally amazing. If you haven't tried Sacred, I have a video on that as well that I recorded. Once again, just didn't post it yet. But if you haven't tried Sacred, I highly suggest it, especially if you're a curly girl like me. I feel like I'm not a luxury hair product person, but I'll spend my money on that. And it's expensive. It is expensive, don't get me wrong, it's expensive, but it's like really worth it, honestly. I can honestly say with my whole heart, my whole chest, it's actually worth it. But anyway, back to travel. Ow. We were in Gatlinburg a few weeks ago, and then after Gatlinburg we went to Jamaica and we were there for a few days. So back-to-back travel. Hair was disgusting. I just didn't have the energy, which we'll get into why, to wash my hair or do anything of the sort. So today was the first day that I felt good to actually do something to my head. And Walt also was like, you need to post a video. I'm moving in with this Danessa Myrix, I believe. This is one of the products that Courtney sent me. The spoon's a little dirty because I scrape it, but this is amazing. This is the Yummy Skin Universal. It's a blurring balm powder. I love this under my makeup. It's actually really nice. And I'm only putting it on today. Like usually when I'm just going on a little date or stuff like that, I'll just throw a little concealer on. But since I'm recording a video, I was like, let me do the 9 yards for y'all. So I'm gonna be a little dialed up for a date, but there's nothing wrong with that, right? So I just take, so usually I scoop it, but today I'm gonna like, yeah, do that. I feel like I was wasting product by scooping. Which brings me to my next point, because you know I have my handy dandy iPad to keep me on track because your girl's brain has been everywhere. Walt, you know, was like, today he woke up, he said to me, you're gonna have a good day today. Today's gonna be a good day. And he tells me that when he feels like I'm like in my head a lot, or if I'm stressed out a lot, which there's many things to be stressed out about. For example, the state of this country, but we're not gonna get into that too much. Whenever he feels that I'm like a little down or whatever, he always grabs my hand, both hands, and he'd be like, you're gonna have a good day today. We're gonna have a good day today. Today's gonna be a good day. And I'm like, okay. But he was like, today I would like you to like post a video, because he knows, and y'all know, I haven't posted a video. I mean, I posted the little Arby's thing, but that was just a on the whim type thing. But I haven't posted like a video for you guys in a while, and I feel like I have to update you guys on a lot. So he was like, you should post a video today. You have a lot of things that you already recorded. But I don't feel comfortable just posting those things. Like, I haven't been gone for this long without talking to y'all first and then showing y'all all the things that I've been doing this past summer. This is October now. Things have slowed down for me to now share. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood whatever. But yo, anyone else bottle, if you have this, look like this? I just got this and all of it pretty much came off. But this is like the Flawless Hollywood. I don't know, girl. But I don't even know if it's still gonna match me, because this is my summer. Okay, we're still good. This is my summer shade, which your girl, I think being in Jamaica helps me keep my tan a little bit longer. But yeah, so while it's like post something today and like, you know, talk to your people, because you haven't been online in a while. And I will say, like, that is true. There's many reasons why I stopped posting. I just have a hard time posting when I feel like the world is in a weird state. I'm gonna say things vaguely, and if you catch my drift, you catch it. But it's hard for me to like see people going through crazy stuff and me posting like it's just a regular day. Whether that's like in this country, if you know, you know, things have just been so crazy. And that's been like, honestly, the reason why I haven't been posting. It's just been, not the only reason, but part of the reason. I'm just like, I just don't feel like I could carry on with everyday life while people are literally getting separated from their families, people's food stamps, and they're wondering when the next time they're gonna be able to eat. And I'm over here like, makeup, hair, travel. Like, it just didn't feel right to me. So that kind of made me like slow down on posting, or I'm like, dance, let's just dance, like, you know? Which I know that like that can bring hope and a little bit of a distraction to like people's reality and like what's going on. That could be like helpful. But to me, it just felt insensitive. So I slowed down on posting. That's part of the reason, not the only reason. Another reason is I'm gonna tell my YouTube family, because I'm not sharing this anywhere else. So if you know, it's because you watched this video, and all the people that are close to me, not all the people, but a lot of the people that are close to me I've already told. But your girl's pregnant. Insane. Yeah, I'm pregnant. I'm in my second trimester. I already know the gender and everything. And no one told me how rough the first trimester is. Okay, I was out for the count. Okay, that was rough. I can make a whole separate video about pregnancy thus far, or pregnancy in general, but wow, no one prepped me for the first trimester. I wasn't like, I didn't have morning sickness, thank you God. I didn't have any of that stuff. But when I tell you my energy was -20, might have been -100. Like, it was low. Like, I would take like 3 naps a day and still sleep throughout the night. Like, that's how tired I was. So quite literally didn't have the energy or the will to want to post, to do anything, yo. I was just like a couch potato for the first 3 months. And I feel like just recently I started to get my energy back and able to like do things. But oh my gosh, it was rough for me the first trimester. Like I said, I didn't have, no, now I'm gonna take my concealer. Y'all already know, the same concealer I've been using. I can have a whole separate video on that. But that was my 30th, you know, I turned 30 this year. That was my 30th wish, was to get pregnant after my 30th birthday, and my husband wasted no time. He said, okay, I can grant that wish as soon as you want. And he surely did. I don't even think I was 30 for a whole month, and then I got pregnant. So that's where we're at. the baby is due in April, so I have some time. But yeah, I'm going to be a mom, a mamacita. Yeah, that was another reason why I kind of went MIA, is because I also didn't want this to be an online thing. The reason why I'm telling y'all right now is because y'all are my YouTube fam, and if you're watching this video, you obviously care to me. To me, it seems like you care about me. So yeah, I feel like you deserve to know. A lot of people are gonna be quite shocked in April when they see me pop out with a child, because I'm not sharing this information with everybody. I just don't think it's necessary. It's something that I want to keep private, a little bit private, obviously. And yeah, I think only, like, I don't even want a baby shower, but my mom's not letting that fly. She's like, girl, are you crazy? I just want to just enjoy my pregnancy, enjoy this new chapter of life going into motherhood in peace. And I don't want it to be a big deal. And also, I don't want strangers, not strangers, but people that were my friend at one point or knew me at one point to be all up in my business. Because I already had, after I got married, I already had so many people be like, when you gonna have a baby? Like, when y'all gonna, like, you know, when y'all having a child and all this stuff. And I'm like, why do you care about my uterus? So because of that reason, because I had so much of that when I first got married, sometimes you just gotta pop out and show it. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Some people are gonna just find out when the baby's here. So, but yeah, I'll have another video maybe talking more about that. But yeah, I just want to keep that private because I just don't feel like that's everyone's business to know. So, but that contributed to why I wasn't posting, my energy, all of that. I felt like that needed to be said only to the people that are here, that are, like I said, supporting me in my YouTube journey. Thank you so much. So that's your little Easter egg. Also, like, I haven't posted on Instagram in pretty much a year and some change now. I really just got off the app because it was just too much for me. I feel like it's like, oh, we need to stop judging one another. But I feel like Instagram is strictly to be in someone's business that you used to know and barely know and just judge. That's what it felt like to me. Instagram just felt like a little judgment zone. And I just didn't like that. I was like, I hate that I'm like looking at somebody who I haven't literally talked to in years and I have an opinion on their life because of a picture or a video I've seen. And I just didn't like what it was doing to my mental health. So I got off of Instagram for now a year. My last post was like August 14th or something like that. So, I'm using Fenty Beauty. Caramel Cutie bronzer for the brows, but on a Morphe brush. But yeah, I just felt like I don't need to be on there. So getting off of there before all this has been easy. Also for my brows, I use the same thing I always use, the NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil. Holy grail. So yeah, I've been off of social media anyway, so it shouldn't be that much of a shocker for people. I mean, I feel like a lot of people are assuming. I feel like a lot of people think this already, but that's okay. This brow gel is almost out. I don't really like it, but it gets the job done, and I refuse to buy new products until I finish the one I already have. So yeah, I just didn't feel the need to talk about it online. And like I said, being off of social media, not off social media, but being off of Instagram anyway has been life-changing for me. However, I feel like now I gotta get off of like Facebook, and TikTok's okay because I only go on my For You page. I don't do the Explore page on TikTok. So I watch the people I wanna watch and then I keep it pushing. So TikTok has been okay for me, but Facebook, especially with like these primary elections and stuff like that coming up, I'm like, all right, it's time for me to go again. Because people talking crazy, acting nutty, and I don't got time for it. With all of that being said, this season I want to give back because I feel like, especially what's going on with, you know, like I said, people losing their benefits, and like, especially in this upcoming month, like this is like Thanksgiving. Now Thanksgiving is really just a made-up holiday. Let's really talk about it like every other holiday. But this is the time where a lot of people would like eat and like get with family and, just celebrate being thankful and all that. And people's benefits are going away in this month and maybe next month as well. November and December I'm talking about. So when I was a kid, I was like heavily involved in the church because my parents are and still like heavily involved in church. And although I don't go to church right now, the thing about church that I miss the most is the community. Having a sense of community was always something that I loved, and also like helping out people who are less fortunate. It's always something that I love doing with my parents. And Thanksgiving, I would volunteer throughout the year, like I would do Fill Abundance and stuff like that, but Thanksgiving was my favorite even as a kid to do, like, I forget what they called it, but it was like a turkey drive or a drive or whatever, where, you would donate canned goods or a turkey or whatever you could donate. And we would get all the donations from the church. We would donate, but also we would volunteer at the church. And we would just like make these huge boxes for families who couldn't afford a Thanksgiving meal in this certain year. So that being said, I really miss like being able to donate and help and contribute to the community in that way. So I'm currently living in my husband's hometown, and his grandfather was a pastor. He passed away, but he was a pastor and he had a church. So I want to go to that church and see what they're doing over there. And hopefully they're doing some sort of drive or something where I can donate to, volunteer for, because I just feel like, especially in this time, in this age, what's going on right now, I feel like it needs to happen more now than ever. And I'm fortunate to be able to eat and live a good life, even with all of this stuff going on in the economy and everything. And I feel like it's my duty, and if you are also in the same position I am in, it's also your duty to give back to those who may be less fortunate. I'm making that commitment I'm gonna start now getting some canned goods every time I go shopping to donate to, and then if that church doesn't have something, I'll find some place. I'm gonna find some place, okay, to do it. And I feel like that will just, if I contribute in that way, even though it's so small, it's such a small way, it just helps, no matter how small it is, it helps. I can help someone have a semi-normal holiday, and that just makes me feel good. And I'm not doing it for that reason, but I just feel like, yeah, if you are fortunate enough to have the lights on, not worry about where your next meal is coming from, you should donate and should volunteer for others that are less fortunate. That's something that my parents instilled in me at a young age. That's something I want to instill in my child. That's important. It's important to help out your community, and it's important to contribute when you can. And if you can't, that's okay too, obviously, right? But if you can make a difference, do it. So anyway, now I'm done off my little was this soapbox? I'm off my soapbox. I'm now gonna take this Huda Beauty powder. This is another goodie that Courtney got me, and this is in Blondie. I'm gonna set my under eye concealer, and my husband's like, "Is this what you want to do?" I'm like, "This is what I want to do." Cause I just been like down, like when you feel like you can't do anything, like it's not necessarily affecting you directly. I just don't like feeling hopeless or like useless, like if I can help in any way, I want to be able to help. And seeing all the stuff that's going on, I'm like, what can I do, because you feel so helpless. And that's something that I'm like, I feel like it's small, but that's something that I can do. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Since moving back, I think I kind of talked about this last video that I did about moving back, or moving from LA, moving back to the East Coast. I'm gonna take this Danessa Meyer X Beauty, this also Yummy Skin blush in Dancing Queen. When I tell you this is the most pigmented blush, this is also very pigmented, but this, whoa, you just need a dab, like a few taps, okay? And I'm trying to like look natural because my husband says I have blush blindness, so I'm trying not to do too much. You see that? Okay. I think that's good. All right, I think that's okay. Ever since moving back, I've been having like creative blockage. When I dance, it's hard for me to like connect to my source of creativity. And I don't know what it was. It really happened when we first moved back. Like even choreography, like I just could not like I don't know, like I just couldn't create and like come up with something that was like nice. Like I could still improv, but even my improv was becoming boring to me. That's why I also stopped posting my shorts, my improv shorts, because I'm like, am I doing the same thing? I just felt like I was just doing it just to do it, not because I was moved to do it. And that's something that I wanted to change in my life, is that now that I'm not contracted to a dance company and stuff like that, I want to dance because I feel moved to dance, not because I have to dance. And posting on shorts, dancing on shorts, started to feel like I was being forced to dance. Ooh, that's a lot. I didn't like that feeling, so I stopped. I stopped posting to like come back to like, okay, well, Jaya, what do you want to like do? You know what I mean? Like, what is the reason why you're moving? That usually helps me when I'm in that kind of rut. Is like, what time is it? Okay, I have time. That usually helps me when I'm in that kind of rut, is like, go back to your purpose. What are you doing this for? Why are you doing it? And I just couldn't find a reason. I was just like, I don't know, to move my body. I know I wanted to start workshops and stuff like that and like go back to teaching, but it didn't like move me enough to like, I don't know, generate that feeling, I don't know. I just didn't feel moved. And so after finding out that I was pregnant and going through that whole point of just being tired, I actually had a chance to just sit and do nothing. I know that sounds crazy, but like when I tell you absolutely nothing, I just, and because like I couldn't, like no matter how much I wanted to move, no matter how much I wanted to dance or work on something, my body was literally like, no. And I really couldn't convince her otherwise. She was not cooperating. Let me get something to wipe my hand. I'll be right back. Leg day yesterday. But yeah, like my body, really, I so seriously couldn't do anything. It felt like the laziest point in time of my life, like where I really was like, girl, like couldn't even work out, y'all. And you know how I am about workouts. You know I am about health and moving and movement and stuff. My body was like, no. It was like 2 or 3 months where I was just sitting. And also, like, obviously being pregnant, can't indulge in substances, in feel goods. Completely sober of anything that, and I'm not just talking about like the obvious ones. I'm talking about like even like sushi, and like you can't eat like a hoagie, which are my favorite things in the world. So I was just having like a complete endorphin reset, where I was just like, everything that I would want to do, or everything that I felt like I also felt that way because I know I couldn't do it, so then I wanted it more. If you know, you know. But I just had a complete dopamine reset as well, which I feel like helped my brain reset to come back to creativity. I started taking a class. I stopped taking it too because once again, I was just like, couldn't even get up in the morning and do my morning pages and stuff like that. It helped a bit, but even with that, like I couldn't do my homework. I couldn't focus because I just felt so like sick. Now that I'm back with like feeling more like myself and more like normal, my husband was like, why don't you dance, whatever. And I was like, I finally don't feel like hungover times 10. Maybe I should dance. And when I danced this time around, I felt the creativity came back. Like, not only was I able to create the piece that I wanted to, like, let me go back. I already had a piece in mind that I wanted to do. I had the song, I had the concept, I had everything, but the choreography and the creativity just was not flowing in my brain. When I had that complete reset and literally my body couldn't do anything, all I could do was sit and watch TV and eat, really. When I came back to movement and trying to dance again, my brain finally became creative again. I know that sounds weird, but it just like reset everything. Doing nothing reset everything. And not only was I able to come up with dope concepts for that piece that I had in my head. Because I had this piece in my head since LA. And I feel like in LA, my juices were starting to run out. But because I was in a creative place, it was easy to just keep tapping into it. And I felt like, okay, I got this. And I was actively taking class all the time, which helps keep my creativity going. But around here, there's really not any classes for dance around here. So I'm not able to use that as a crutch. But just that reset of not doing anything just boomed my brain. But not only was I able to do the piece that I had already in my mind, I was able to create 2 other pieces in my brain and come up with 2 other concepts that are going to be so dope if I'm able to put them on someone, some company, whatever the case is. And that was just one day of dancing again after this reset period. And I'm just like, I remember running to my husband after I got done. And I was like, I'm back. Like, I told him about all the concepts. He was like, whoa, this is dope. Like, I'm happy for you. Now you know what you gotta do. You gotta dance again. And I'm like, you're right, I gotta dance again. And I don't know who said it. I don't know if it was Beyonce or another artist that I look up to, but they were like, especially in this time frame of your 20s and your 30s, because this is the time that women are now like thinking about or creating life, which I'm actively creating life. It's like your most creative like time. It feels like some of your most creative time. I'm sure that your 40s and 50s and the older you get, you also still have like some sort of creativity that you're tapping into. But I would feel like being pregnant and doing the reset and then trying to create again is like my body's actively creating anyway. So now I feel like me trying to create isn't as hard because I'm actively doing it anyway. Sorry the light's changing. I'm right in front of a window and the sun's moving because I'm taking forever. But yeah, I was able to come up with concepts again, guys. And I was like, whoa, like I'm back. So those should be coming out soon, or I should be creating them soon. I don't know if they're gonna come out soon, but I'm gonna be working on those soon and probably start recording myself dancing those, obviously changing the song so you don't know what it is, but the shorts will come out again of me improvising and working on those pieces. I'm excited for that. So yeah, if you were in a mental rut like I was, try just resetting everything. Like, I mean, I don't know, everyone has the opportunity to do nothing, but I think, getting rid of the substances that make you feel good or the crutches that make you feel good and just like reset your brain for being bored. Honestly, that's where creativity lies, is being bored. If you're always like tapping into it, it does run dry. But if you allow yourself to just like be bored and like your brain just be idle and just be relaxed and then try to tap back into it, I promise you, the juices will start flowing. At least that's what worked for me. This is another goodie that Courtney got me. This is the Airbrush Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Party all night, stay all day. Airbrush Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I like this. She's cute. I also like the way she smells. But it also works because of the Charlotte Tilbury foundation I have. I feel like it's just like all together. But yeah, I really like her. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done. I'm almost done yapping. I'm almost done catching up. So now I'm gonna put some mascara on and call it a day. But this has been my face. It's been like natural makeup, no makeup look. And I've been liking it. I feel like I'm in the phase right now of finally missing LA. My husband, as soon as we left, he was like, I miss LA. And I'm like, I don't. I'm glad to be back on the East Coast. Like, I did not miss it. But now I am starting to miss it. I think I'm starting to miss the convenience of everything. I don't miss the sirens. I don't miss the loud noise. I don't miss the amount of people. But I do miss, like, I miss the vibes. The vibes of the people were nice in LA. I miss, like, the hustle and bustle because in this, where I'm at now, is, like, very slow paced, like, very, it's the South. The South is just slow. Certain parts are just slow. where I'm at is slow. This is the vacation town slowness. If you know, you know. So not being around people who feel like they have motivation to do better, you know, or to like grind and hustle and stuff, it's just not the same. You know, I'm not saying like people are lazy. I'm just saying it's not the same as like living in a major city where like you can actively feel the grind of the people around you. And I feel like I missed that feeling. Come on, mascara. This is the Colossal Big Shot from Maybelline. I want to try another mascara, but I have this one, so we're gonna go with that. Yeah, that's the part I miss. I miss the nature. I miss like just all the things you can do in LA. Activities, the restaurants. Yeah. Like you're never bored in LA. There's just always so many things to do. This is MAC lip liner in Chestnut. I'm just lining my lips. My friend Courtney gave me this as well because she's the best. I said, yo, not a full size. So yeah, that's been my gig. And that's what I've been missing, to be honest. I do like being around family again and, you know, friends and stuff. Even though I'm not in my hometown, you know, being around Walt's family. And like this weekend, we're going up to my parents' house from my side of the family to see my nieces and nephews' games. One of them has soccer game, one of them has softball game, one of them has football game, and we're gonna be able to hit all three in one day. And I'm really excited for that. So we'll be doing that. Also, another Courtney gift. This is the Summer Fridays. Ooh, why am I shaking? Ooh, get it together. Summer Fridays balm, lip butter balm. This is really nice. I didn't think I would like it, but I like it. I like it a lot. It has a little color, not too much. Ooh, that's not cute. This has been my lip combo for a minute now. It's not sticky. It's not too much. Am I done? Did I miss anything? So yeah, y'all, this is my new makeup routine. I love her. She's so simple and she stays throughout the day. And even when I go to like events and stuff like that, it's enough. It's not too much. I really like her. It's a mix of luxury products, a mix of drugstore products. Like, you just can't beat it. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so glad if you're here and you lasted this long, comment butter bomb. So I know if you made it to the end, comment butter bomb. And thank you guys so much for sticking with me, even though I haven't been the most consistent. I'm gonna try to get these videos out to you guys. Like I said though, I'm going to be working on choreography and working on this newfound creativity. So I might not be online as much, but I am going to try and edit videos and get them out to you guys like I did before. So stay on the lookout for those. I don't know if it's gonna be as often, but they're gonna come out. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.